Hi everyone, and welcome to an episode of Jabba in the Hut. As you can see, I have a new wee light in the bar, and it says on air. It means we're on air. That's exactly right. It means that I am here talking to you about favourite movies that you have seen, that I have seen, that probably once in a lifetime you've probably seen. You won't even probably think that you know them anymore. But at the end of the day, yeah, it's great movies, and that's exactly what we're here to talk about. It used to be about football, but now it's something different. This is starting anew. This is the second episode of Jabba in the Hut, and yes, my friends, we are talking about movies. And I'm having a wee Jägermeister and cola. Yes. If you've never tried Jägermeister and cola, get it fucking down you. Because at the end of the day, it's fantastic. It's nutritious. It goes right down your throat and into your chest and into your belly. And it just feels good. So yeah. What can I say? The movie that I want to talk about tonight. No, listen, right, okay. Before I tease you too much about a movie that I want to talk about, I'm going to talk to you about a movie that I just recently seen. Madam Web. Just don't bother your arse. Don't go and see it, because at the end of the day, you're just feeding Sony money that they don't deserve. They're giving money to people that just don't know how to direct or write scripts. It's like, here's a script, let's get Dakota Johnson in that showed her tits for a couple of movies, and get her in. And get her in and fucking act in this Madam Web movie. She is fucking rotten. And the other three actresses, God bless them. You know, I know they're young and they're just starting the scene, but this is probably a really bad movie to be in. And you know, hell made them for being in it. It just made no sense. But, apart from that, let's be positive. The movie that I want to talk about, forget Madam Web. Don't bother your arse. Just remember what I said. Don't bother your arse about Madam Web. And I'm a big Spider-Man fan. Don't bother your arse about Madam Web. Don't even bother your arse going to see fucking Venom 2. Don't bother your arse going to see fucking Craven, because it's probably just going to be the same shite. At the end of the day, we're here to talk about positive movies. Movies that we can remember from when we were yay high and we used to wear Y fronts with a wee bit that you could pee out of. Sorry, I need an extra wee bit of confidence, you know. Let's talk about the one movie that is amazing to me, and that is Demolition Man. Yes, you know it, I know it, John Spartan knows it, and Simon Phoenix knows it. If you know those names that I've just said, then you will understand the true greatness of life, my friend. Yes, just watched Demolition Man 2 weeks ago. It's one of my favourite movies in the world. Sylvester Stallone, Wesley Snipes. You could never imagined of a dream partnership, a villain and an anti-hero in the same movie. Now, we all talk about anti-hero movies, like, you know, your Venoms and stuff like that, but this is truly an anti-Venom, an anti-hero movie, because at the end of the day, Sly Stallone is a badass cop who just basically is just a demolition man. He just keeps on like blowing up buildings and stuff like that, like, you know, without a whim or a prayer of anything to even be fucking fought or anything like that. Sorry, I'm looking behind me because I think something's falling down, but no, it's not. It's just me being para. So yeah, without a whim or a prayer, he just absolutely demolishes buildings because he's Demolition Man. That's what they call him, you know, back in the day, back in the apocalyptic day. If you watch the movie, you'll understand. So then we have a guy called Simon Phoenix, who's played by the most amazing Wesley Snipes. Yes, my friends, Wesley Snipes, fantastic actor. Obviously had a few tax bills to pay, so he lost his credit a wee while. But you know, you have to give him credit where it's due. He played Demolition Man, he played Blade, like every fan wanted him to play. Simon Phoenix, futuristic name. It's probably one of the best villains I've seen in a futuristic film. Let's be honest, right? So anyway, what happens in the movie is that Sly finds Simon Phoenix. There's a bus load of fucking passengers that apparently Simon Phoenix has stole, right? And he's locked them away in this big building, and he's going to blow the building up. Sly Stallone, as Demolition Man, jumps off a fucking helicopter, shoots a couple of people, punches a couple of people. It is pure brilliance. It's a great movie. It's a cheesy movie. It's amazing that it's only really been rated as like a 6.3 movie. To me, I think it's at least a 7.5. You know, you need to give it that as an action movie. It's complete. You know, you can talk about the Jean-Claude Van Damme's, the Sylvester Stallone, the Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, you know, the Danny Glover movies, the Carol Weathers movies. Even though Carol Weathers never made a lot of movies, but you know, he was a bit of a hunky guy. You know what I mean? He was all about the beef. You know, he ate steaks every day. You need to kind of put to the point here that you had two actors that were just basically actors. You had Sly Stallone, who was obviously famous for Rocky. You had Wesley Snipes, that was famous for doing like obviously Passenger 67 and all that kind of thing. I think it's 67, which is another movie we need to talk about, Passenger 67. But that will come later on. But yeah, this like it starts off as obviously like Demolition Man is chasing Simon Phoenix. He's his worst nemesis for years. Finally gets him, says these things like Wesley Snipes says like, "Oh, I filled this place with gasoline," and holds up a flamethrower. Oh, no, I hate flamethrower, but it's like a big light. You know what I mean? Like you would have. I can't remember the name for it. And Sly Stallone's like, "Don't," because he's Sly Stallone. That's what he needs to say. Wesley Snipes goes like that. You know. Oh, he says something. Anyway, I can't really remember it. Look, I'm sorry. I've had too many of these. I've just been out and there I'm in again. Oh no, he says like, I remember what he says. He says, you know, I would forget whatever happens if my head wasn't on. It's, alright, okay, it's not completely accurate, but it's something close to those lines. And this is what I'll get to at the end. I'm sorry for having a big pause. I know you're like waiting for something special and it absolutely completely just demeaned me. But you know, I'm demeaned every day, it's fine, so, you know, it's okay. Oh, by the way, I passed my driving test. Yeah, so I'm driving now. So, you know, if you're ever watching this and you see me and you go like that, hey, there's that guy that's driving a Hyundai i10. You know what I mean? Like, just give me a wee beep. Or even just a wee thumbs up, just to say, like, hiya, I know you. So anyway, yeah, we come to the point. What happens is Simon Phoenix lies to John Spartan, who is Sylvester Stallone, and basically says that, yeah, the hostages aren't dead, they're living. I'm just going to blow this place up anyway, and like, let the hostages die anyway. So John Spartan basically goes and he says, like, no, you're no, blah, 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 and then punches him and then knocks him out and then carries him out the building, right, because he thinks he's talking shite. So then they go and they see the building gets blown up, and basically Simon Phoenix is basically framed him and said that, oh, he's the guy that fucking made them blow up and all that kind of thing. And then they get cryogenically frozen, right, into a big cube of ice, and then it strikes to the first credits of the movie, you know, obviously the start of the movie. So it gets to that point, and then obviously it gets into it, and Sly Stallone, Simon Phoenix firstly gets cryogenically refrozen, unfrozen for some reason, and he ends up killing everybody in the whole, or the people that are basically in charge of the frozen place, even the main honcho, and takes his eye out and uses it as a scanner to take out the whole place. Right, so he causes havoc, absolutely causes havoc. He's a pure badass, Simon Phoenix, in the future. Again, futuristic name. But, you know, he's absolutely great. Wesley Snipes plays this fucking role fantastically, right? And then you've got John. So what happens is he causes too much chaos that the people of this day and age don't even know how to deal with it. So there's this old black man who basically comes out of nowhere. I can't remember his name. I'm so sorry, I can't remember his name. I'm really respectful. He's a great actor as well. He's been on a lot of things. But he comes in and he goes like, well, there's only one guy I know. And they go, oh, who's that? And he goes, John Spartan. So, you know, like they go, who's this John Spartan? What is he? What does he do? Is he a chef? Like, you know, like that kind of thing. And he's like, no. In my time, he was one of the best cops in the land. I don't know why he talks like that, but it just kind of seems like he talks like that, right? So anyway, he goes like that. So what they do is they go and get John Spartan, right? They unfreeze him, they take him at the big ice cube that he's in, and he's naked at the time, obviously, because they all go in naked at the time. That's what Sly Stallone likes in his movies. He likes to be top half naked, kind of like revealing not too much of his middle parts, but just his legs and his feet. That's what he likes to do because he's John Spartan. That's the process that he likes to do. He's in character, you know, like that's the way he's frozen. He's frozen naked. You know, he can't like be frozen wearing a Celtic top. I'm going backwards. I'm going forwards. This is what it's all about. Anyway, so yeah, sorry for the short pause. I just went way back. So yeah, we we go for a point where John Spartan has been like unfrozen, and he's just chasing basically Simon Phoenix through all the futuristic stuff that there ever is. And it's mental because like obviously you've got the people on the ground, like the poor people that are coming up just to basically steal food. And yes, they do steal food from a Taco Bell. But if you watch it recently, if you're in the UK, it has completely changed to Pizza Hut. It is so strange. If you watch it, you'll understand. Like if you watched it in my time, like I remember, I think I must have watched it in the 1995 maybe, when I was about 12 or 13. At the end of the day, right, it's amazing that I can still remember it for this time. I'm definitely sure it was Taco Bell, but for some reason they changed it to Pizza Hut for all these other countries, just so it makes sense. So yeah, it goes to a point where it goes like, oh, you were the... So Sylvester Stallone goes to the underground place to basically meet Edgar Poe, whatever he's called. I can't remember his name. But he goes there to find him, and he goes like that, and he says, oh, you're getting hunted, you're going to be killed. And at that point, he says, you were the guy outside Taco Bell. But then it changes to Pizza Hut. You know, it's fucking mental. It's absolutely mental. You need to watch it. You need to watch it to understand what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about, fucking slip me a comment, because I swear to God, it does my nutting. It did my nutting when I watched it, because I'm pretty sure it was Taco Bell. So continuing on for then, Simon Phoenix basically causes havoc on the ground. He shoots up a lot of people. He tries to kill Edgar. Can't kill him, so he gets really angry. So he ends up killing the guy that's fucking controlled him for the word go. So he goes like that, and then they throw him in the fire with all his guns that he's released, and it just ends up like that. So it's basically just Sly Stallone just taking out all the guys that he'd taken out back in like 2020, like, you know what I mean, like in the film, to basically take them out again and put them back in the freezer. But this time, put them back in the freezer permanently. Like, you know what I mean? As I mean, killing. So, yeah, it gets to the point, and at the end of the movie, I'm sorry for spoiling the movie here, right, but I think you need to know the movie, you can't be bored watching it, okay? At the end of the movie, what happens is him, John Spartan, and Simon Phoenix, Wesley Snipes, getting a big fight at the end of it, and it all involves ice. So what happens is they cryogenically cracks. At the end of the fight, John Spartan's fucked. He's absolutely fucked. Wesley Snipes has got like mad martial arts skills, and absolutely kicks his ass. Wesley Snipes is like, this is going to be the best day of my life. Beats a hat. And then basically what happens after that is that John Spartan, Sly Stallone, cracks a mad fucking cryogenic bulb thing, rune circular thing, into the water, that because they're in the cryogenic unit now, right, and they're fine. Sorry, I missed that part out. Again, booze. That's what it does to you. Ah, sweet nectar. Basically, what happens in that bit is he absolutely cracks a cryogenic bulb, right, and it goes into the water, and at that point he jumps up and he grabs onto one of the wee conveyor belt things and he swings round, right? And at that point, the best fucking thing that happens in this movie, it is an I don't know why movies don't go back to this kind of fucking genre. Madam Web should have went back to this fucking genre. It would have worked. It would have been fucking better than just like being shite at the end of it. Bad writing. Bad Sony. Bad Sony. So at the end of it, he swings on this mad lever conveyor belt thing and he swings right round. At that point, Simon Phoenix is pure freezing up, right to his body, right to his head, and it gets right to his head, and Sly Stallone, John Spartan, says this, "Heads up!" and fucking kicks the head right off Simon Phoenix. And it goes both, smash. Because it's been cryogenically frozen. And it smashes into bits. Guys, I can't rate this movie enough. If you don't watch it and you don't like it, then there's seriously, we seriously need to fucking words. You know what I mean? Like, I'll tell you my address and you can come down and you can have a long worded letter written to me about this. I'm serious about this. It is a fantastic movie. If you're sitting one day and you just don't know what to do, try and find it. Try and find it on YouTube or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, just do it. I'm not trying to sponsor YouTube here because I'm just kind of thinking where it would be. But listen, thank you for, if you tuned in, thank you for listening to me. I know this has been a wee bit longer than usual, but I'm a wee bit drunk. I've came in from having a wee blather with one of my pals, and we had a few pints and it was great. It was great to catch up. All I'm saying is, be positive. Watch films. What's your favourite films? Just don't go and see Madam Web. Fucking what a waste. Demolition Man. Get it watched. Honestly. Wesley Snipes, Sylvester Stallone, Simon Phoenix, John Spartan. It's great. It will make you'll just be saying lines out it. John Spartan, you'll be fined 1 verbal credit. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. It goes for me right here. Absolutely goes for me right here. I just go crazy about it. It's one of the best films I've probably watched. But listen, remember, doing something means everything, and be positive in life because you're beautiful and I love yous. You know what I mean? I love everybody. I've got specs and a beard and a hoodie. And I should probably be going to bed, but I can't be arsed. I can't sleep anyway. You know what I mean? Like, what's the point in sleep? I'll sleep when I'm dead. Ah! Negative. Anyway, yous are alright. Remember, doing something means everything. I love yous. Bye.